All right, let's get to it. You already know what we doing. Trying to figure where this light coming in. Because I look really light right here on this side. Anyway, got to get to this chapter because when we last left off, they were looking for Jin-woo, the dude, the scouter, whatever his name is. I forgot what his name is. I think he's like a scout. He's supposed to track down agents. I mean, track down potential. He's a recruiter or something like that. He's supposed to track down potential recruits for that White Tiger Guild. Yo, what's going on, Obey Anime? You see, I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm tired of playing with y'all, and I know y'all tired of playing with me. Somebody threatened my life. They said if you don't get that content out, he said it's gonna be you and me. I said I don't want no problems with you. I said I got you. Where the Philly girls at? I don't know. They probably with you. I think most of them are avoiding me. So anyway, also they got one guy hunting him, keeping tabs on Jin-woo, but they know that they can't find him, but they know that, well, they don't know, but it doesn't appear that he left Japan. I mean, Korea. So they're trying to figure out, like, wait a minute. There's no record of him leaving Korea, but we can't find him here. What the heck is going on? You're a YouTube star out in these streets. Someday. Maybe someday. I don't live in Philly. Can't be with me. It don't mean that just because you don't live in Philly don't mean you getting the Philly girls. They leave in Philly and going anywhere, wherever you at, that's where they going to. Jin-woo a beast. He remind me of Ichigo based off the vibe he gives. I don't know. I never even thought about that, about Ichigo. I don't know about that. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not one of those things where I'm like Ichigo. He reminds you. It's not that, but don't really remind me of him. But I wouldn't look at somebody who makes that comparison and say, "Oh, you're an idiot." You know what I mean? But nah, he don't give me that vibe. But for somebody to say that, I wouldn't argue with you. Also, that got mean we just ain't eating anymore. What you mean? What you mean we ain't eating? What you talking about? Jinwoo reminds me of that uh uh Dangai Ichigo. Both them cocky and act like they the stuff. They act like they don't want to lose that monetization. Um, I mean, yeah, yeah, I give you that. But anyway, Homer Simpson, what are you talking about? We ain't eating no more. What are you talking about? But anyway, what you call him? There's this guy who popped up in America who's from Korea, who's super strong, laid out a whole squad of A ranks who said he was in the dungeon for 10 years. I want to figure out who that guy is. And what you call him was talking about a brother. What's my man name? Jin-ho. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Jin-ho. Was talking about a brother or something like that. I don't know if that's his brother right there. I'm trying to figure out who this guy is. The Korea guy. That's been in the dungeon for 10 years. And for him to be that strong, right? How did he get trapped in a dungeon for 10 years? That's making me think he may be a leveler too. And he was in, like, they sent A ranks in there, right? So what type of dungeon is it? Is it an S rank dungeon or A rank dungeon? Maybe A rank dungeon. The dude used to be A rank and he's been leveling up. I'm thinking he's leveling up because, what am I trying to say? 10 years of being in the dungeon. You know what? You know what it is? No. It's not an A rank dungeon. What it was is this. It's an S rank dungeon because he's S. That's what they were sensing. They were sensing him. He's S rank, but he went into the dungeon and got trapped in there because he couldn't beat the dude was eating red candies. Red candies. What are you talking about? Homer hungry. Okay. It ain't working out. Mean we need a plan B. What you? Oh, you talking about my YouTube channel? Yeah, we do have a plan B. We working on it. Get him some sprinkled donuts ASAP. I don't know where. You talking about for Homer? Yeah, yeah. The guy was in the dungeon by himself. How did he get trapped for 10 years if he was that strong? So it was making me think that he can level is because he got trapped because he wasn't strong enough at first, and then took him 10 years of fighting in that dungeon to get to the rank he's at now. That's my theory, but I'm not sure. I mean, that's my guess or my hypothesis. Oh, I haven't played Pokemon. No, dude said when you play Pokemon, you get rare candies to level up. Yeah, I ain't know about that. So anyway, I was gonna say Ichigo. So you done messed me up. Okay, Jin-woo, he just finally finished. Oh, I thought he finished him. That big giant fat dude. What's the dude? Yazuka, or whatever his name is. As expected from a boss grade monster, the drops are excellent. No, he did get him. I thought he stood back up. He's so big that even though he's laying down, I can see his leg is folded. Even though he's laying down, it looks like he's so freaking huge. It looks like he's standing up. He just carved. This looks nasty. He carved like a through his back, and it's just like pure raw meat. Just it looks incredibly nasty. Okay, you obtain Demon Monarch's earring. Okay, you obtain Orb of Avarice. You obtain Vulcan's horns ×2. You obtained an ingredient item. Okay, World Tree's fragment. Is his World Tree's fragment? I guess that's part of the club that it was using. It's from the World Tree. Okay, World Tree's fragment class. It doesn't have a class. Type ingredient. A leftover piece of wood from removing the corrupted parts of Vulcan's club. Told you, which was created from the World Tree's branch. Woods from the World Tree contains a powerful magic and thus used as an ingredient for magic items of the highest quality. Okay. Okay, an ingredient for magic items of the highest quality. And this thing is huge. That it's just a small piece of that club, and it might be the same size as Jin-woo. It's not as tall as Jin-woo, but it's bigger this way. So it might be the same size. It's comparable in size to Jin-woo. That's how huge it is, but it's only a small piece of it. I can't throw it away without knowing what it can be used for. I'll find a use for it someday. You can't throw that away. That's S-class. It's an S-class item. Well, it says unknown item, but everything else is S-class, so that's probably it's within that range. Okay, Demon Monarch's earrings accessory. Okay, plus 20 strength, plus 20 vitality. He loves that strength stuff. But there you go. Got 20, 20, 20. 40 in total. Set effect will activate if this item is equipped along with Demon Monarch's necklace, Demon Monarch's ring. Set effect, okay, locked. Set effect 2 is locked. Okay, this item has a set effect. So he needs another one. Okay, will I find the rest of the set items if I continue to hunt demons here? That's what I would think. Because that's how it is in the game. You as you finish them off, you'll get the next one and the next one. Guess I'll find out soon enough. And lastly, this has so meaning when he gets the full set, you're gonna get even bigger boost. This has an amazing effect. If I had magic type skills, I would have wanted to use it myself. Okay. Okay, Orb of Avarice. Class A magic item. An orb created by a hardening blood of high rank demon Vulcan. That's his name. Vulcan. I forgot his name. It will, of course, I don't need to remember his name. He just got taken out. It will amplify magic effects to deal more damage. Okay, desire for destruction, double magic damage. Okay, what you call him got a point right there. It can double magic damage. Yeah, he's not really using magic, but not directly. He's not really a magic user, so that's pretty much that's about as useless as it. Unless he can get like some type of magic attack, that orb is useless. He might have to sell it or something. Okay, can you not do that? And what the heck is going on? Oh, Igris brought him the heads of the demons that they just took out. Because of you, he's doing the same thing. And he brought him Vulcan's head. I mean, what you call him this dude, Iron, he's competing with Igris, and he brought what you call him, Jin-woo Vulcan's head. I guess they still have a mind of their own. Not to mention, I was the one to kill. He said, I'm the one that took him out. that's the worst part about it. You didn't even take him out. Okay, since you lent me your shield, let's say that you helped. Shield. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why did he said shield and then he thought about it. He said, since you lent me your shield, let me say you helped. Now he's thinking about the shield getting thrown. What's going on? Maybe. He said maybe. Maybe what? Magic unit stop. Oh! He said, you lent me your shield. He's thinking that the magicians he got, maybe he could double their power with the orb. I'm so freaking smart. Let me see. Magic unit, stop paying attention to weird things and come over here. He wants to see if that orb is working. The magic unit is actually what you call him? Fascinated by Vulcan's head. Okay, here. He gave him the orb. He gave the orb to the magic user. Okay, he told the magic user to use the magic. And it looks freaking huge, so I'm guessing it did double. Yeah, it does work. He can use it. Okay, let's see. I don't see it. He said, I don't see it. What is he talking about? A description saying that I can hand it over to others. He said the description doesn't say he can't. He said he doesn't see a description saying he can hand it to somebody else for them to use. But it does work, right? This will make magic type hunters go crazy. So basically, if he's like somebody who uses magic, if they're a hunter, they'll take that from him. They'll cut what's his name? Eugen. Jin-woo's head right off to take that item. Because then they'll be able to solo dungeons with that. They'll be able to make so much more money. It'd be crazy. It'd be ridiculous. They'll be able to buy a $24 million diamond and implant it in their heads with that amount of money. I didn't expect such an interesting incident to develop the moment I arrived in Washington. How amazing. Okay, a monster that can speak a human language. The dude's trying to tell him he ain't no monster. He's just Korean. He a monster in terms of his strength. He said in terms of strength, I'm a monster, but I'm not an actual monster. And it's Korean. Hey, I'm telling you that I'm not a monster. If you doubt my identity, you can do a DNA test or no matter what, we need to stay alert since you came out of a gate. He said, man, you came out of a gate. We humans are in the gate. Since a monster could be disguising themselves as a human. This dude, I would have believed the guy because he's sitting there. The dude is S rank. He could have took them guys out if he wanted to. He just sitting there. He could. The people that came in there and attacked him while he was wiping his butt after he got done using the toilet, and they jumped in and like ran down on him in his dungeon. And those guys, he didn't delete them. He all he did was knock them out because they was attacking them. But now he doesn't have to be there. He's sitting there waiting because I think he's an actual human. And he's trying to get everything straightened away so he can get back to Korea as fast as possible without, destroying people, deleting people, and all the other junk. I think he just wants to get home. So he's playing along with the game. Okay, it'll be beneficial for you to cooperate with me. The dude saying that, what's his name? Don Sue. He's saying that because he feels like he's so tough that if the dude do something, he can go ahead and take him out. Okay, I can decide whether you're a monster or a human. Right. I don't know if the dude believe it. Did he tell him his name? Did he tell them his name? Did you die in a dungeon? How did you survive in there for 10 years? Are you undead? No. Then can someone who died in a dungeon come back just like you? It's impossible. The dead cannot come back. Oh, he messed him up. Hold on. He did that to see if his brother can come back to life. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Because I don't want to mess nothing up. Did you die in a dungeon? How did you survive for 10 years? Are you undead? He says, no, I'm not undead. So he's been alive the entire time. That's what he's trying to tell him. Then can someone who died in a dungeon come back to life? Come back just like you? He just told him he didn't die in that dungeon. He's like, did you die in a... He asked another question, can people come back to life if they were in a dungeon? But he also snuck in there the same question he asked before. Did you die in that dungeon? Then my brother, okay, it's impossible. The dead cannot come back. Let me ask you a question as well. Okay, now the dude wants to S rank. He wants to ask Don Sue a question. Okay, I'll be the one that he said I'll be the one to ask questions. I would let the dude ask questions because just to build some type of trust. You know what I mean? Okay, the dude when he said, "Can I ask you a question?" And the guy Don Sue said, "I'll ask the question," and he asked the question anyway. He's S rank. He ain't scared of you. Gate and monsters. How much do you know about those topics? And the dude's like, Don Sue's like, what are you talking about? Okay, deputy director, quiet. I would want to know what this guy's getting to. Me too. That's why I said quiet. I want to know what's going on. You're saying that you know something. Does he know where the gates are coming from? Demon Gate monsters, those are nothing but a prelude to the real world. I mean, real world, real war. And the greatest disaster among them has woken up not too long ago. Then your true goal is to stop the disaster. What is the greatest disaster? I cannot say. Now, right there when he said, I cannot say, I'll be scared about trusting this guy. He might be talking about God. Remember the dude? He said he awoken not too long ago. God awoken not too long ago. Remember the Jin-woo? I think he's talking about that. The human who came back to stop the disaster cannot reveal what the disaster is. Isn't it better for people to work together? Okay, numbers are nothing against his power. Even if the sloppy people gather together, they'll just end up being used. You should already know that since you should already know that since you're quite strong yourself. He can scan them. He can scan them. He can scan them. He's a leveler. Hit him with a Bible like dude from Berserk. I never seen that. Only watched a little bit of Berserk. He said, even if the sloppy people gather together, they'll just end up being used. What does he mean by that? Numbers are nothing against his power. Even if the sloppy people gather together, they'll just end up being used. Is he saying that the guy is so strong that they got to use even the sloppy people? I'm not exactly sure what he means by that. Now, dude in his brain, he says, quite. What does he mean, quite? Quit? Did he say, is that quit? No, that's quite. He said, he said you're strong yourself. And he's saying quite, I'm quite strong. Okay, I get it. How dare you look down on me? Therefore, only you can stop it. There's no point in dealing with you anymore. Okay, hold on. His name is Sung Il Wan. Oh, that's the dude. This is when he was young. If his hair is taken care of, he will definitely match this picture. Yeah, that's him. He didn't age that much despite rotting away in the dungeon for 10 years. You would think you wouldn't have any food in the dungeon. 10 years, and who you talking to for 10 years? When you go psycho after 10 years, your days spent as a hunter what unless the time dilation. Remember, some off topic, did you read Black Clover? Not yet, but we're gonna get to that too. Quick, quiet, and quiet. Yeah. Quick, quiet, and quiet. Yeah, those is hard to distinguish. I know quiet because it got the E in the middle. Quit, I think, is the one that doesn't have an E, and quiet is with the one with the E at the end, if I'm not mistaken. The time dilation. Remember when they were in the red gate? The red gate, the time passed by slower. So it took more time in the red gate than it did outside. So maybe in the gate he was in, it was the opposite. That even though it was 10 years for them, his hair's pretty long. His hair's pretty long. Maybe instead of it being 10 years, congrats, you passed the test. Because I spelled them right. I always misspell those words. I misspell them too sometimes. Yeah, so maybe this guy was in there for maybe 3 years, 4 years, something like that, and maybe not 10, or maybe it was 10. But his hair is long, so that's telling me he's been in there for quite some time. Quite. Okay, there's a grading system in place now, and at my level, you can live without worry. One must adapt to the new age. He said, at my level, you can live without worry. He said, I'm so strong, man. I ain't worried about a thing. He ain't worried about getting mugged, beat up. He just knocks somebody, almost anybody on the planet, he can just knock their head right off. Okay, spouse's name is Park Young-hee. Okay, you have 2 children. Your son is, we never found out about, we don't know who Jin-woo's dad is. Is he Jin-woo's dad? We don't know his parents. And look, and I'm looking at, I don't see the answer to, on this page, the answer's not there. But he went bing. And he does look, hold on, let me go back. He looks like Jin-woo, but a strong, like built version of Jin-woo. Like how Jin-woo looks now. Oh, no, it ain't him. It ain't him. Do you remember your daughter's name? Oh, no, it is him. That's his pops. Sung Jin-ha. Sung Jin-ha and your son, Sung Jin-woo. He gonna try to knock the pop off. Maybe that's why Jin-woo wanted to become a hunter, because his dad's a hunter. We never knew about this. So as soon as I seen he said your son, I was like, Jin-woo. And you seen him do like that? When you do like that, that means it's somebody we know. What's going on? I want my vision back. Man coming through with the reviews and vids. Man, we about to bust this stuff out. And I'm gonna get back to the gaming. I just need some time. Probably gonna be next week to make sure I get everything in order. But we're gonna move the game to another channel, and then we're gonna do the music to another channel. Sung Jin-woo. Okay, what is that? That bloodlust. You see the bloodlust on this dude. As soon as he said Sung Jin-woo, he see the dude like Don Su just like start like getting erection. He's like, yo, what's going on? So he's thinking that this dude might be trying to knock off my son. I need to do something about this guy. That's what I'm thinking. He's probably thinking I need to do something about this guy. But Jin-woo is not that old. So that means that his dad's been gone for 10 years. That means that Jin-woo wasn't none but like 10 when it happened. Okay, I told you that I'm the one asking the questions. I need to hear your answer. He said, What is that? He talking about that bloodlust. He said, I need to. He said, I'm seeing you. I seeing you. You know, you buck up and whatnot. You better tell me what you got against my son. The dude, what's got Don Su talking some. I need to. Don Su said, I'm asking the question. Oh, hold on. You talking about my son now? He said, I might just smack the taste out your mouth right now. I need to hear your answer. He's one of the strongest ones. His son was one of the weakest ones. That's crazy. And if I don't answer, he said, if I don't answer, oh, he getting tough. I will have to use force. How arrogant. That sounds like at this point, if I was Don Su, I would be convinced that this dude's a human. You know what I'm saying? After what's going on. Okay, Daddy Woo. Okay, yeah, that's what he is. He's Daddy Woo. Okay, the original Chad Woo. Yeah, yes. And he was already Chad. Okay, Daddy Woo pause. What's the pause with it? He's the dad, Papa Woo. There is somebody named Papa Woo. I think he's with Wu-Tang or something like that. You know, the group Wu-Tang, I think he's with them. Now, Don Su talking something, you're being arrogant. He really think he's just the strongest guy ever. This may be a second chance given by the gods. Okay, you must be a monster. He said you must be a monster. He's saying, I don't think he actually believes he's a monster. He's just saying that so that way he could fight him. And he clicked the button. Deputy Director, this man is a monster. He will be attacking soon. You should evacuate quickly. What? I just returned home from South Korea. I know quite well about your son's current status. Your son is dead. He said your son got deleted. Okay, Chiefs or Bucks? Who you got? Bucks. Okay, he said your son's got knocked off and I'm the one who did it. He told him that. Now the dude looking like his reaction is telling him, yo, this dude's human. You can directly hand your will to your son. He said you can directly hand your will to your son. Basically saying, I'm going to knock you off. He's saying he's getting ready to delete this guy. This dude, Don Wayne, whatever, he's a piece of garbage. This dude's a piece of crap. Okay, now what's going on here? Okay, we got some zombies. Okay, I think we back with Jin-woo and he's on a different stage inside that dungeon. And he's fighting against zombies now. Okay, and here go the boss zombie. Okay, he already made it to the boss. Okay, Iron, Egress. He's calling them out. The biggest, strongest ones he got. Open up a path. So they're going to take care of the lesser soldiers. And he's going straight for the boss, I guess. He got a mount, too. He uses the bear as a mount, the boss bear. That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he going to get a mount? I thought that he was going to actually have literally a dedicated mount. He's just riding on his summons. I guess you don't need a mount if you can ride on your summons. Demon Castle arc. Is it the Demon Castle? Yeah, that's where I'm at. It's the Demon Castle arc. Yeah. I'm on chapter 60. We're going to blow past this arc pretty quick. Okay, Iron and Egress, they doing all right. They wrecking stuff right now. Are you surprised by how strong my kids are? I think what you call him said that. Jin-woo said that. He said, you surprised by how strong my kids are. He summons his kids. You're right. He is arrogant. Like if I was a demon or one of these monsters, man, I'd try to smack them. Okay, then let's see. And as his kids, fight, they collect XP for him. Okay, you didn't expect this, did you? He said, you didn't expect this, did you? You didn't think I was going to be a gangster. You thought I was going to be a sucker like everybody else. Now, this demon right here is actually concerned. He's scared, which is weird because the last demon he fought against, he beat it and it wasn't too hard. But I mean, like, it was able to fight. Can the undead also feel fear? Well, it doesn't matter. He beat this one even easier. He must be leveling up. This one must be on a similar level as Vulcan was, but he leveled up since then, or he gained some stats or something. Oh yeah, he got the earrings that increased his stats. So so that might be what's boosting him. Yo, what's going on, Jack? Happy birthday, man. We got the birthday of a legend right now. This guy is a legend, like literally. No cap. Okay, so he took him out. All right. Pretty good chapter. To be honest, I'm more interested in Jin-woo's dad. Like I said, we knew nothing about Jin-woo's dad. We just knew he wasn't around. I was thinking that was going to be somebody's brother. That's why I really wanted to get to this chapter for that, and for when they find Jin-woo. So that's what really had me excited. But seeing that was his dad, I'm actually more excited about that. His dad was that strong, but he was that weak. But that does tell me why he wanted to be a hunter in the first place. Some of his inspiration. Another one was to take care of his sister, but his dad was a hunter that strong. Come on now. Jack the Ripper, happy birthday, man. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, and you got the power to change that. Check the links in the description box. Now, we will be hitting you with another reaction in just a few minutes. Peace. It's supposed to be snow tomorrow. I really hope it doesn't.